Yeah, hi guys, Luke here from Regen Farming again. Just take my hat off here. Look, I'm just going to make a little bit of LAB, lactic acid bacteria solution. I put up a thing the other day of what I'm going to do to help heal the soil after the floods have gone through. You can see behind me, the floods got up to just behind me here. This is about the only spot on my place that hasn't been flooded. So I'm going to make it here because I think this will be where the best of the good biology will be, and I want to harvest that lactic acid that Lacto Bacillus out of the atmosphere in the best possible spot. Why Lacto Bacillus? It's got many jobs in agriculture. It can help release phosphorus. It can get rid of smells, ammonia smells, so great in piggeries and chook pens and things like that. But the reason I'm using it in this flood situation is because it's a really robust bit of biology and it can outcompete pathogens, and I'm going to put it out with a few other things to help compete against those bad bugs that are going to be about after these floods. It's really simple to make. I'm going to go through the system that I know. So it'll take 2 or 3 videos to do. First one is the capture of the Bacillus bacteria, and then the second one will be about making it into a lacto, and then it'll be about storage. So I'm going to make about 200 litres of the product, and that will cover between 100 to 200 hectares of ground. So it goes a long way. It's really simple to make. There are a few different ways of making it. I am going to be using the rice method. There is another method where you use kefir, but I like to use the rice method because I'm harvesting my local indigenous microorganisms. So I know they work. I know they work and they live in this area. Whereas the kefir one, you're basically using you're basically using a supermarket product that's been made. I don't know where it's been made. I don't know what the biology is. I know what the biology in it is, but is it going to survive in my environment? And I know if I harvest it locally, it will survive. So that's why I'm doing it this way. But the careful way still ends up with a good product if that's how you can do it. And it actually cuts out this part of the process. So what I've got here, I've got about 30 litres of water, 30 to 35 litres of rainwater. If you're using chlorinated water, you'll have to let that air out for a couple of hours or bubble it off. So, and then you just put in roughly to that 30 kilos, about 2 kilos of rice. Doesn't have to be perfect, can be close enough. You want a wide mouth. Vessel or bucket or whatever you're going to put it in, just so the biology can get in easy enough. So I've got that in there. I'm just going to give that a stir around. Doesn't matter what rice, just the cheapest rice you've got. No real problems there. Stir it around so you've got all the starches and stuff coming off, and that's what happens is the starches come off the rice and the biology in the area sort of comes in for a cheap fee. Pretty simple. So that's really the first process done. Now I'm going to cover this with a towel, something that's breathable, and I'm just going to let it sit out in the best part of my property for the next 48 hours, I'd say, and then I'll come back and there should be a sweet sour smell to it, and then I'll drain the liquid off and we'll go on to the next section. Anyway, that's the first section. I hope you get something out of it. I'll speak to you later.